Okay. Mm-hmm. And I need to, make sure, the audio is involved or not.
Mhm. That'd be good. Mhm.
Ah,
That'd be good.
okay, fully involved.
That's good.
Yeah. So there's no, structure and proper, educational and talk show ish introduction. Just talk about
Oh,
you and
okay.
me and just laid back. Just first virtue I want to recommend to my guests is just laid back and chill out. Are you doing that?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I chill.
I'm laid back. I'm not chill, but I'm laid back.
Yeah, you're laid back. I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. So I'm gonna introduce you from now on, and after I introduce you, you just say. There's nothing. No, there's nothing. Yeah. Okay. There's now you're not on the screen right now, so I'm gonna introduce you and start. Hello guys, I'm Jonathan. You're watching Johnson with double O. I know that's terrible naming, and then well, one day you'll get used to it, maybe not. Today's content is I brought you has been a beloved subject for Korean, British, American, I don't know, Indian, French. I'm running out of countries' name I'm aware of. And it's interesting. Anyway, it's interesting subject for every people to talk about whether they are interested in learning language or not. So, which is what Korean really think of British culture or Brits. That means British people, doesn't it? This notion, it can be about culture, about stereotype, politics, personal experience, perhaps ex-labor experience, or you've got just no idea in particular. So we are here today to dig into the subject, what Korean really think of British. And when I said we means today's fabulous and generous guest who is so generous that ended up making an utterly bad decision to attend my channel. So let me introduce the guest, Jessy. Jessy, how are you doing?
I'm okay. Why is it a bad decision to come onto this show?
No, just understatement humor. All British do.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So today topic is what really Korean think of British or British culture or Brits. So my first question is, you know, how much Britishness do you think you have?
Do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, Britishness, like there's a norm and kind of could be stereotype that as other some people not from British think of. Like, British people would be like this, and British people behave in a way, and in general, not generalization. In general, do British people considered to be, I don't know, casual or polite?
Old posh.
So, so in that sense, in this sense, how much Britishness do you think you have?
I don't think I'm that British.
Why? Why?
Because why? Because I have a lot of interest in other cultures, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I adopt some things from those cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like 100% the stereotype of being British.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You,
I'm not posh. I'm not polite.
yeah, yeah. You mixed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
too. Yeah, I used to be, 100% pure Korean, and after I, got into, the notion of learning English, learning different language, and I don't know, I began to be corrupted, corrupt, and contaminated by this toxic English culture, or other norms and particular thoughts from other countries. So now I'm kind of intermingled, and
Very good word, intermingled.
yeah, intermingled, and not pure. Just maybe, maybe a certain portion of mine is Korean, and I hope so. Um, yeah, this is me. This is Jonathan. So so what? Yeah. So my second question is, on the basis of my experience, I used to think, English, English, British, American, and I think general, the majority of Korean, majority of Korean think, English used to belong to America, and I did
Okay.
so. I did
Okay.
because America is huge nation, huge
Mhm.
nation, and the best country and best strongest, biggest, not biggest, strongest, and powerful country in the world. And I just I just followed the mainstream, and I thought, oh yeah, English is Americans, but it wasn't. So
It's really not.
even about the question, are you English? And when I first interacted with that question, I thought, are you from America? Are you American? American, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So it meant, are you British? Are you from English, the UK? Yeah, and I know that. So are you English?
Very English. Well,
Yeah.
kind of.
Why kind of?
In my family history, I have like Irish and Welsh.
Irish and Welsh. But still,
So I'm still
yeah,
British,
still British,
but
but
yeah.
uh, so I got, kind of tricky, notion
Mm,
from what you said. So being British and being from, English is different.
yeah.
Ah, in really? In what way?
Kind of.
Can you explain a
Because
bit?
basically, like for example, if you take Wales or Scotland, they
Mm-hmm.
both have their very own strict identity.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah.
And to be called English is an insult to them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if
Insulted
you
them.
say you're British,
Yeah.
we've done a lot of bad things over
Insulted a
time,
lot.
so
So Scottish
they don't
is
forgive us.
the Scottish woman think, oh, we got insulted. Uh,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah. Whereas if you say I'm British,
Mm-hmm.
that just means like you're from the whole island.
A whole
So,
island.
mhm.
Mm. So if I ask someone from Scotland or Ireland, just so there's a little bit upper side of British and upper side of
Mm,
the UK, and like are you English? Then they might not answer I am.
yeah.
So how can I ask properly? So how you?
You could ask if you're British, like
Mm-hmm,
that's okay,
mm-hmm,
but don't go jumping into are you English?
are you English?
Because British could mean from any of the countries, but
Mm,
English is like you're from England.
you're from England.
Exactly.
That center portion of the UK.
Yeah.
Ah, portion. Okay. So then, so what do, you think Koreans, there are loads of, loads of stereotypes and particular thoughts, personal thoughts, any other things Korean have or British people have. And do you think Korean people have some particular figure of British people in general? Like, oh, when when a Korean guy or woman who is not familiar with any kind of information of English or UK thing, they probably think, you're posh, you're polite, you're being British.
Yeah.
So
Um,
my question is, do we have that thing?
yeah. Whenever you say, like, Koreans say they're interested in British culture or British, like, anything, they always mean English or London.
London, yeah.
So, yeah. So whenever I've spoken to Koreans on random apps, they've been like,
Yeah.
"Are you from London? Are
Mm,
you are you a gentlewoman? Like, are you
gentlewoman.
this? Yeah, are you this
Oh,
like
so have you been
ideal type?"
so have you been actually asked, are you a gentlewoman?
I've been asked something similar, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
And just like, are you this
mm,
polite,
mm,
put together person? The
the
answer is no.
yeah, but it's rude, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a shaping you into some particular shape they want
Hmm.
you to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you react? So, oh no, no,
I just laughed it
get my
off.
sight.
No, I wasn't that mean. I just I just laughed it off and was like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's just a stereotype. That's not
Their stereotype.
how we
Yeah.
really are. Yeah.
So my and stereotype
Hmm.
in regard to stereotype. British people have stereotype of Korean. Korean people have stereotype of British.
Hmm.
And I'm 100% pure Korean, but I don't know, some kind of grandfather. The crap might have from England or American or something. But I think I'm pure Korean right at the moment.
Hmm.
So I think you know going through so many stereotypes in Hello Talk.
Hmm.
Yeah, actually, that's the medium. That's the medium we bump to each other. Yeah, that's a really brilliant app, isn't it? Brilliant, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's good to meet new people and get to know more opinions.
Yeah, yeah. I I can't remember exactly how we first met. I know. I messaged you. You messaged me, and I always said, I'm Jonathan, and I'm really interested in learning English. So can you be my link partner or something? And if I say that, and nine, majority of people just stop replying.
Hmm.
I don't know some. You do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop replying, and I thought, why? No, I just being
Mm.
passionate about learning English and learning language app. It's legitimate.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
but some of them were finding their lover in there. Definitely. Yeah, you've come across
Yeah.
them. Definitely.
Many.
Many. Yeah, so let me example some of Korean stereotype I've been through. So especially not I'm not generalizing. many Indian girls or uh, Indians in Africa girls say no, it's just other people no, no, conclu- including every people just say, oh, Korean guys are handsome, they have good skin, and they are really polite, and they are really good at, I don't know, dealing with, and they going out with their lover, and they are always lovely to their lover. I think BTS have done really wrong thing. I know.
Yeah.
In my defense, I just make joking. I love you, BTS. I love you. So, what do you think of it? What do you think about Korean guys are handsome?
I mean, I think that's very subjective,
Mm-hmm.
depending on your own taste.
On your own
Um,
taste.
when I was at university,
Mm-hmm.
we were told when we went to our year abroad in Korea to
Mm-hmm.
watch out for Hongdae,
Mm-hmm.
for the guys in Hongdae.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a very different notion
Mm-hmm.
to that of like these polite
Yeah, yeah.
men.
Being polite. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Um, yeah, no. I think all over the world, men are going to be very different
Mm-hmm.
to what you see in the media,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
especially with K-pop and K-dramas, where it's very
Yeah,
romanticized.
yeah, yeah. I empathize with you a lot. A lot. No, especially in the K drama, K
Mhm.
idol. And they are doing really good thing. They just spread really small country. The small country
Mhm.
looks like really small tiny dot on you know globe, on the
Yeah.
globe, and but we've been worldwide, and
Mhm.
everyone knows. Maybe everyone might be not exactly where Korean is, but everyone knows what Korea is. Yeah, so I'm either glad to be Korean and all sad to be involved in this stereotype and some rigid figure of Korean. So you you went to Hongdae,
I did a couple of times.
yeah, a couple of times, and it therefore meant you had come across so many young Korean guys, young Korean ladies, maybe ma'am, gentlemen's,
Mm. Mhm.
uncles, aunties. So do you think
Everyone.
everyone do you think Korean guys, ladies have nice skins, looking good, and nice, well mannered behavior?
Um, in terms of skin, I think they have a better routine than British people.
Mm.
British people don't care.
Yeah,
Essentially, we
yeah.
just don't. That is a
Don't care.
generalization, but like generally we don't care.
It's a
Um,
generalization. It's true.
yeah, it's based in reality, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in terms of manners, I think that your culture is very
Mhm.
um is founded on good manners,
Mhm.
and ours is founded on the stereotype of having good manners.
Mhm.
So by that I mean England used to be very like polite and
Mm.
proper,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but now there's a lot of issues.
For what? For example, why is it?
For example, we have a lot of like antisocial behavior in the youth. So
Mm.
like, people kids as young as like 13 are like causing trouble
Mhm.
um because we just don't instill
Mm.
good that good like example
Mhm.
anymore.
Mhm. Mhm.
Whereas I think in Korea, from my experience at least, that culture, that those good examples have been like not pushed upon, but like enforced from a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's different if you spend more time there, but from my short time there, that's what I noticed.
Yeah. So you think Koreans? So my question
Mm,
was, Korean have nice skin or
mm,
looking good
mm.
face? Do you think so? Compared to
In
maybe,
comparison, yeah.
yeah, in comparison to British guys.
Oh, in comparison to British guys, 100%.
100%. Aren't you gonna be just arrested? Boom! And the
No.
police come around your house.
Oh no, the
Bam!
doors, the doors come down.
Jesse, you're under arrest. You insulted the whole pit, no, the whole universe, the whole UK.
Yeah. Oh well.
No, I'm just being supportive for Koreans.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, guys, Jesse just clarified and confirmed Korean guys are better than British guys. Kidding. Terrible
Say what
joke.
I'm going to say, but
Yeah,
yeah.
terrible joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the other side of perspective, you know, BTS,
Mm-hmm.
big, you know, BTS contributed to really big, the majority, the bulk of fame the Korean has, I think, contribute to the whole fame in the world.
Yeah.
Everyone loves BTS, and when BTS appear in the Jimmy Fallon show and Conan show, and who was it? Like, there's one member, their leader is really good at, who is really good at English, really fluent. I don't know his name. That, yeah, but still, I love you, BTS. Yeah, but yeah. Ah, Red Monster. Red Monster.
Okay.
Yeah, RM. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes I'm really glad to be one of them, as the same Korean as BTS, and sometimes so what what is all fuss about? It's just looking at guys and old people, just rise, all goals rise like a, BTS should not go to, serve their military service, but they are serving right now. Yeah, as a proper Korean. Yeah, I'm proud of it. Really, 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 really big fellas.
So you wouldn't have been proud if they hadn't done the military service.
Yeah, yeah. I'm serving my military service. In that sense, I'm same with BTS. I'm sorry, I'm not same to BTS. How can I dare? Sorry. And and one more thing about British
Mm-hmm.
people. Yeah, the big thing, posh, posh, and
Gosh.
yeah, and in general, and I think uh, majority of Korean are, what is it? The word, I can't remember the word. A word means ability to speak certain language, like literature. Can you know it?
Yes.
Do you know? LITER and uh,
Like to be literate.
lit, 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 wait a minute. Ah, literacy.
Ah. Mm.
Literacy. Yeah. So majority Korean people don't have literacy.
Hmm.
And I used to be one of them. And this applies to those many Korean people like saying posh, saying the word posh, and gentleman, Sherlock Holmes, you know Hugh Grant. And Hugh Grant is kind of Koreans' go-to idea when it comes to mentioning about the British, the UK, the London, the Big Bang thing. You know, yeah. So can you, if you fancy it, if you can you explain about a little bit more about the being posh in the British culture?
Can give it a go.
Yeah, let's give it a go. So
Uh,
even though it's a really, really small go, so give it a go.
yeah. I think it comes from the notion of being Victorian and like this
Hmm.
suited, very upper class
No, I prefer.
person of society.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, when the Queen was alive, that was a very big thing
Mm.
uh, for people to kind of be attracted to the UK, so the
Mm.
monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And the combination of like these suited men with like canes and top hats
Mm-hmm.
and really posh
Yeah,
accents,
yeah.
and the monarchy being
Mm.
so rich and famous,
Mm-hmm.
I think that really contributes to
Yeah. To
the stereotype
yeah,
of
to
being
stereotype
everyone
being
is
posh.
posh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
So
everybody, of course, knows the king and the queen,
yeah,
and
yeah.
because you live in London,
Yeah.
so
Live in London. Hi, King Jarvis. Did you have breakfast? Yeah, definitely not. So you mean British? No, no, not British. Being posh basically means being upper class.
yeah,
So
having
just
a lot of money.
yeah, have a lots of money,
Hmm.
and just so how much of how much percentage does account for you know being posh? Like a 10% people are posh, or 20%?
Maybe 10, I'd
10.
say.
Really, really upper class.
Yeah,
Really well-to-do people.
because we have like intermediate classes
Mm-hmm.
between like working,
Mm-hmm.
middle, and
Mm-hmm.
upper.
Mm-hmm.
There are like smaller classes in between
Mm-hmm.
those.
Mm-hmm.
So to be like genuinely
Mm-hmm.
fully upper class is
Mm-hmm.
probably very, very few people.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. And I usually really, really, I do enjoy listening to British podcast. And
Hmm.
I've got two favorite podcasts. One is the British English podcast. The name of podcast is British English podcast, but made by Charlie Baxter. I love that guy. And second favorite is Luke's English podcast. The host of the podcast is Luke, and the
Hmm.
guy has been doing this like 15, over 10 years, and the whole
Okay.
episodes, the number of episodes are like 950 or something, and each episode is above 1 hour, at least 30 minutes. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, I love
That's
it.
impressive.
Yeah, that's impressive. Really impressive. Yeah, so when the Luke Charlie Baxter mentioned about the being purged, because being talking about being purged is a really effective way to, I don't know, advertise their podcast to other people. to other Korean, Japanese, other 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 foreign people interested in learning British culture. So they say, being Polish also called, what was it? Public school. Yeah, public school. If I say, oh, you're public school, that means, oh, you're posh. Yeah, and also they said it could be um offensive. Do you think
A
so?
bit, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of an insult.
Oh, kind of insult.
Because if you have not been in public school,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, it's just it implies that you're completely the opposite of what you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a mocking someone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're public school. Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're public school. Mm,
Like usually education
mm,
is another sign of being very
mm,
upper class and posh
mm-hmm,
because you're more likely to get into better schools,
mm-hmm,
better universities,
mm-hmm,
etc.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and one more thing, in my opinion, all countries, all, you know, villages are set are where people living in are same, but when we talk about the notion of specific country, it tend to be extreme,
Mm,
doesn't it? Always extreme. So in extreme sense, so I think experience, in my experience, I've been thinking British people have been mentioned, have been talked, have been debated in this debated the most in these two ways. One, being casual. Sometimes I heard a British guy said, "Ah, why are you doing being British?" It's just being casual, being having a spontaneous occasions in somewhere. And second, the thing we've talked about, just being posh. So which notion do you think British people are more closer? Being casual, being polite,
casual.
being casual.
I think we're too casual sometimes. We kind of downplay events or situations
Mm-hmm.
so that they don't appear as big as they are.
I'm sorry to
Um,
interrupt you. Why is downplay?
like, mm, how to explain it without using the same word?
Downplay.
Like,
Yeah.
lower the importance of it.
Ah, yeah. Downplay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the nuance. Okay.
So, yeah,
Mhm.
we do that a lot. And
Mhm.
one of my friends who's from Spain is often to me like, why are you answering so British? Because I downplay the situation and I'm like, oh, it's
Oh.
okay. Do it if you want to do it.
Mhm.
Don't mind me. It's
Uh.
okay.
Mhm.
Don't put yourself out. Don't
Uh-huh.
worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Don't work too hard, all of
Uh-huh. Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So in that sense I think we are quite more casual than we are posh.
Mm. Yeah. Casual. Casual. Yeah. Casual. Yeah. Casual British. Yeah. British casual.
Mm.
Yeah. It's just a funny story.
Hmm.
A funny story. Just you do know I've always fancied living abroad, staying abroad, and education, getting proper education in, I don't know, in
Mhm.
the UK, any other country, I can spare my time differently.
Mhm.
So I watched a movie named, the really famous one, famous British Christmas movie, actual Love Actually.
Yeah.
And there's a British guy deluded himself, deluding himself. He can be, absolutely he can, he is absolutely incapable of being famous, being fuckboy, being a fuckboy in America.
Mhm.
And he went to America. Actually, the dream came true. The guy became a fuckboy. Just yeah. So I thought when I saw that scene, really, really ridiculous and absolutely made zero sense, and I just, you know, how can I say, yawned, eagerly yawned. Ah, I want, I want to do that thing, and not being a fuckboy. That I want to just. Why? Why are you laughing?
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, not being a fuckboy. I just, you know, go to different country with
Mhm.
without, with nothing, just carrying
Mhm.
just one my little tiny portion of my dream, and go to there and just be me, be myself, be on my own, and just doing something. Yeah, this is kind of my best version of my dream, was that hilarious guy of the movie. Yeah, in the film there are so many, impressive, handsome, and really nice protagonists appeared, but my favorite character was him.
You could have had anybody, and you chose him.
Yeah. So I loved him. Like it, I some kind no, kind of I projected my dream onto him. Am I right? Onto him? Yeah,
Yeah.
I projected my dream onto him.
Mhm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But every time I dream about my dream. I wanna stay abroad. I wanna live right center of London. Right center. Just go to Baker Street. I do love to visit. I'm really huge fan of Sherlock Holmes series. I've got the Sherlock Holmes actual novel out there, right there.
Oh.
Yeah, so just just a normal thing, just walking around and some small talk. There's this look, approachable guy, approachable gentleman, like an old
Mhm.
gentleman. I can start small talk. Oh, how you doing, man? So what are you up to today? Then the British guy would say, "Oh, hello, young man. Oh, hello, young man. Did you have breakfast?"
I hate to burst your bubble, but in London, they're not all that friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to be very lucky to find a chatty person.
Ah, really? But
Yeah.
isn't it's not small talk, basic culture of British culture?
There's kind of like a north-south divide. So
Really?
the northerners are very like happy to
Ah, approachable.
talk.
Mm.
Yeah, they're very approachable, but down south it's a bit more rude.
Oh, really? Like being Korean,
Yeah.
we
Sure.
are we are just the best conservative people
Mm-hmm.
to small talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is really, really many people just get taken aback from small talk. No, I'm
Mhm.
glad. I'm glad to be, sad. Like, oh, but no, just so even some, some, I don't know, some lost people sometime asked me, oh, where should I go? And it actually,
Mhm.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Without our friendship, without our
Okay.
any acquaintance,
Okay.
do I look approachable? Because I've experienced a lot of approaching, like you know, oh, are you interested in this? This thing. Are you interested in it? I'm gonna, I don't like. It would be lovely if I can explain about this thing for you. And I kind of, okay, I'm kind of busy. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I'm busy. I'm sorry. And you and I run away. Always make a run for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even some lost people, and exactly the other day, I just walking on the street and out walking on the road, and there's a guy just looked like lost. Just standing in the at the in the middle of the road, and just kept staring around. Oh, again, like, oh, and really, unsatisfied face, and he didn't look, confident, and he looked finding someone to ask where he should go. And he was scanning on the road, scanning the road, and ding ding, and I got I got caught by him. I got caught by his radar, and he approached me and come over me. Ah, no, I'm lost here. Can you use your map, because your younger people are familiar with using map. Yeah, so I was like, oh, of course, sir. Yeah, like this. You should go right there. Oh, thank you. I've experienced it like this a lot. So do I look approachable? If you
Say
lost,
so.
if you lost, would you would you ask me? Would you approach me to, you know, ask where you go?
I think so. I think I would. Because similar to the man, like you're young, you probably know where you're
Yeah, yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'd approach you
Yeah, yeah.
and be like, please help me, I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm lost. He will glad because he didn't ask the favorite restaurant. So I'm really bad at that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's your favorite restaurant? How can I know that, man? I can know you, old man. Okay, let's proceed more.
Mhm.
So let's talk about the British culture. And
Okay.
actually, now I now I can tell YouTuber, not professional. I'm just well, and I'm kind of on the fence. I'm kind of you know I'm in nowhere between
Mhm.
some kind of and a clarification.
Mhm.
Because I'm not that serious about being YouTuber, but you know I'm not that casual and just having fun of being YouTuber. So I don't know. I'm getting fascinated by this thing. I love brainstorming. I love brainstorming what kind of question I will give you to,
Okay.
I don't know, trigger the Britishness in your human being.
Okay.
So my next question is, you know, you people, British people, and also American people and other certain country people have thrown a party. It's big.
Mhm.
It's big. Home party. So
Mhm.
have you ever been, have you been to home party, or have you ever thrown a party, or ever, your flat ever been a place as a party place?
I've never hosted a party
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
My parents hosted like Christmas parties when I was younger. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so they would take place
Mm-hmm.
in the living room or in
Mm-hmm.
the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
wherever there was more room.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah,
So,
it's not too big a thing.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So I wrote some question down here.
Hmm.
I'm serious
Very
about it.
professional.
Yeah, professional. So, what kind of people you bump into there? Because if you throw a party, it's really, really open area where every people wanting to attend can appear. Just cannot just attend the party and just be a guest and just being and just merging themselves into that stream of party. So how can you guys prevent the kind of stranger from being stranger, from being weirder, or
I think it's different when it's like a house party
mm,
versus like a specific event party, so like a birthday or Christmas
mm-hmm,
or whatever. Because when you're like a teenager, you'll throw a house party and you'll have your friends of friends, their friends
mm-hmm,
all
mm-hmm.
descend onto the house.
Yeah,
And they usually find out through social media.
mm-hmm,
So it's very, you
mm,
have to kind of keep it low key
mm-hmm,
and just quiet as
mm-hmm,
to what you're doing and who
mm-hmm,
you invite
mm-hmm.
so that you don't just get a random stranger turning up.
Mm. Okay, it ended up in really complex form of acquaintances.
Mhm.
Yeah, and actually you said friends of friends friends, and I actually read it down on the script. Can you see? Friends of
Yep,
friends of friends of friends. I got the point.
it can keep going.
Yeah, yeah. So the question involving friends of friends friends friends
Yeah.
is my producer of my YouTube, which is my
Hmm.
girlfriend. She's a brilliant human being
Hmm.
in the world. My producer and my stereotype on Halloween or parties is these are open area for everyone wanting to have a casual stuff in our opinion, and involving strangers and friends of friends of friends of friends. Therefore, we thought it was likely to evolve into an opportunity for seekers who are seeking out casual events, because which is rather far from the ideal party you want to have, like a decent and sophisticated occasion. So it could be contaminated by these uninvited and unwanted and undesirable strangers.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
what is the general solution to deal with that?
Again, I think it's just making sure that you invite people that you only are close with and don't let the rumor that you're having a party
Mm-hmm.
or an event go outside of your
Mm-hmm.
close friend group,
Mm-hmm.
which is much harder to do now there's technology and social media.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was younger, um, we didn't have anybody undesirable showing up because we just kept it
To
within like a close
yeah, some
range of
gathering,
people.
some gathering.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
gathering more or
Yeah.
less. It wasn't like an open house or
Mhm.
anything
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, we
Mhm.
just made sure that we only invited people we liked.
Mm. Then if but it's still true if a stranger just, kicks
Mm.
in, kicks in the party and you would probably not know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Depending on how many people you've got in there,
Ah,
obviously,
definitely. Yeah,
you might not
definitely.
you might not notice
Yeah.
if somebody strange came in.
Mhm.
And also it depends how intoxicated you are.
Mhm. That's good.
Because if you're very drunk, then
Mm.
you wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Whatever.
You'd just be
Oh
like, "Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh,
you're
oh
Bill." Like,
yeah.
"Oh
Oh
great, haven't seen
yeah.
you in ages."
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at. Oh, do I know you? Yeah, you do
Yeah.
know you me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm your
you.
friend's cousin's brother's sister,
Yeah.
like
So yeah. Basically, mean no one.
yeah.
Yeah. So are you Richard? Oh yeah, Richard. Yeah. So
Yeah.
kind of yeah. Yeah. Actually, there's one more thing. The
Hmm.
no, a party.
Yeah.
If before proceed further, I just realized it was my stereotype of about British parties. So British, I just thought British party not always sporadically and intermittently, just more than intermittently, just uh you know generally thrown in a big scale.
Mm.
Open there. I my favorite British series is Sex Education. Yeah, and there's a woman character who
Hmm.
goes by the name of Amy Gibbs or something, and was a rich girl, and she sometimes throw a real big home party, and everyone going to school attend there and bring their alcohols and messing around and shouting, some people moaning, some people
Hmm.
you know I don't know, sleeping, some people dying, some people yeah being absolutely out of control. Yeah, so I thought that was normal in my opinion, but it wasn't. I just realized, yeah, how, yeah,
I think it's more of a stereotype of
American.
America as well, because they have those big college parties, the big like open house.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can come within the college. Whereas in the UK, I don't know whether I just did not experience it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not that sort of person,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think it's as common
Mm-hmm. Compared to America.
compared to America. Yeah.
Mm, got it. Yeah, and next question is can be uh sensitive.
Okay.
Not sensitive, like dangerous for my channel. And I did want to put this question in my channel, my first episode of video. Uh, Actually, the actual sentence written on this script, not script, question helper, kind of bold, too bold. So I'm gonna make it softer.
Okay.
Okay. I love, as I said, I love, British series, and
Hmm.
those British series are always involved, having a party. It's some scene of having a party and casual, gathering or something. So my question is, have no, I have seen scenes depict having a spontaneous behaviors, yeah,
Hmm.
spontaneous and biological behaviors in a less crowded corridor or a
Hmm.
room wherever available for brief time.
Mhm.
So is it true? Is it actually is it actually you know generally accepted, generally acknowledged in British culture, like having a biological spontaneous thing let's corridor.
I wouldn't say it's like accepted, but it's acknowledged. It's just something that happens. Like when you're not in that situation yourself, you're like, what are they doing? And then you're like, um,
What the hell what the hell are they doing? Ah, look
exactly.
interesting.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's not accepted, but it just happens. So you see
Accidentally.
a lot of things.
Accidentally happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was in the club with my friend and we were leaving the club at the closure time and then there was a happening, a situation happening
This
as we were leaving
yeah
and we were like, hmm,
the situation is
yeah,
happening.
the situation.
Yeah, that's been
And we
happening.
wanted to leave, but they were by the door.
Hmm.
So we had to kind of
I think you guys need to knock. Knock knock. Ah, who's there?
it was in a massive room, like we couldn't do anything. We were just like, can we get by, please?
Mm-hmm.
While that's happening. So yeah.
Oh my god. It was
See,
humiliating.
we're not proper.
Yeah. So did they care? Did they care about you
I
guys?
don't know. I don't think they did.
Oh my god. British.
We're not proper.
Yeah. They were proper British, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Very
god.
casual.
Yeah, very casual, very I don't know, spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, one more question is here.
Hmm.
Actually this question helper was intended to be used on Halloween.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but it didn't. So I'm utilizing this question helper at the moment.
Yes.
So it's about parties and costume thing. Korean never throw any special occasions in their house, our house. But if we could throw a party in there, like all British do, doing it dress code, proper drinks, invitations, or expecting couples to come in a couple costume.
You don't need proper invitations.
Hmm.
And we don't really do couple costumes. I think
Hmm.
it's become more popular, but we don't really
Why?
we didn't used to do it. I don't know. It
Why?
just
Being shy?
it's a
You're
bit
shy?
cringy.
Cringy.
Yeah, it's not something we do.
Yeah. Well, why you just you guys could like a you know characters.
Yeah,
Like a
I,
love
I
character,
guess.
yeah, like Beauty and Beast. Beauty and Beast. Well, one of them
Yeah, true.
has to be Beast, though.
um, we also usually do like bring your own alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question. Yeah,
Yeah.
I so serious. And there's my favorite character. The character's name was Eric, the black
Mm-hmm.
guy, really charming,
Mm-hmm.
really well mannered, really. He was well behaved in every ways. So when the Otis, the main protagonist, threw a party, and Eric wanted to make party to be bigger, grander,
Mm-hmm.
because that was the first party that Otis ever thrown.
Hmm.
So the Eric said a some phrase, really short phrase, like a 1 second, not even a phrase, just a one word, one expression that which means you need to bring your own alcohols, like a word or something. Why is it? Can you
Yeah.
assume what that is?
BYOB.
BYOB,
Bring
yeah,
your
like
own beer.
and then people,
Yeah.
and after that, people all come around with their own beer, own alcohol, a pack of beers, or you
Hmm.
know, B what BYB? I mean this.
BYOB. Bring your own beer.
Let me see. Bring your beer.
There's another one I think as well that I can't remember right now. Bring your own booze. That's it.
Where's my Where's my Google? Ah, here it is. B and what?
YOB.
BYOB. Uh huh. Bring your own beer. Bring on your beer.
Yeah.
Bring on your beer. BYB. BYOB. BYOB. Ah, BYOB. BYOB. And then if you say BYOB, and then it means you must bring your own beer.
Mm.
Because there's no, set
Yeah.
alcohols. Ah, yeah.
So you have to buy it all. So just like bring your own.
Yeah, bring your own. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I've been wondering that word for I don't know 6 months or something, 8 months. But I can't, But I wasn't. I didn't so you know eagerly wonder what that meant. If I was so eager to find that meaning, I could have just you know play that series again and so what that exact phrase was, but I didn't. I just kept wondering what there was, and you gave the answer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. BYOB, BYOB, BYOB. Is it fine? BYOB. Yeah, BYOB. Yeah, BYOB. So if I say the BYOB to America, so would they understand what they mean?
Yeah. I think so.
So one more question about costume.
Yeah.
What if some people are opposed to wearing a costume? You find that ridiculous, or does it depend on one's principle? Or it's just a farce for kids which is too outdated for adults? Or are these just all stereotype Easterners have?
I mean, usually the costume dressing up stuff is usually for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids are always dressed up. The adults might have like a little headband with wings on or
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
to be like a
Tiny one.
token of dressing up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, usually it's a farce for the adults.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's like a set age where it's perfect.
I assumed you would probably say no.
No, like, yeah, kids do it, young adults do it. And then
Mm,
once you hit like 30,
mm-hmm.
they
30.
don't, no one does it.
So like a bit of mini things on their hair, on their head, like a
Yeah,
really, you know, it's like a devil horn or
yeah.
something. Yeah. Ah, wow. So if someone who is
Mm.
young adult, as you said,
Hmm.
like on the 30s. I'm
Yeah.
20. I'm 25, in the exactly middle of 20s. Yeah, next year I'm gonna be, you know,
Talk about next year, okay?
yeah, okay, wise. So my question is, if I object to
Mm.
wearing costume in in British home party, so is it rude, or would I be not allowed to come in?
I mean, it depends on the people, but if they are fine with you not being in a costume, they'd just call you a spoil sport
Mm-hmm.
for spoiling the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if people were really like serious about dressing up and stuff, which is
Mm-hmm.
quite rare, then
Mm-hmm.
they probably would be like, out, we don't
Mm-hmm.
want you here.
Mm-hmm.
Find a costume in the next 2 seconds. Otherwise, you're kicked out. But otherwise, we don't really care.
Yeah. And some people were gonna be dressed in a costume looks
Mm.
like that looks like really normal, like a
Mm.
there's no certain statute that
Mm.
clarifies you have to be dressed in a certain in an outstanding costume, like a witch,
Mm.
Dracula, Harry Potter, some kind of certain characters are really popular in the culture.
Yeah.
So you could be, I don't know, you could be your mother. you know, you know, you could be your
Yeah.
mother. I could be, I don't just my favorite character in films is Tim from About Time, the main
Mm.
protagonist. So I could just if I gotta wear just small, tight, and striped green shirt, I'm gonna be Tim. So is it legitimate?
It's still a costume.
Is it fine?
As long as you can say that you're
Hmm.
like, oh, I'm this character or I'm this
Hmm.
person,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I think it's legitimate.
Legitimate. So there's a certain question. What have you come as? And then I think every people asks that question to you, to
Yeah.
everyone. So if maybe host or any guest asks me like, "Oh, what have you come as?" like scanning me, looking at me, and then do I have to answer that question? Of course.
Just make it up. You have to answer.
So if you're forced to be in a costume like by me,
Mm.
as you can see, I'm really, I don't know, bloody
Mm.
bloody chatty race. I'll always be chatty, chat. Always my tongue never rest. Always moving in my mouth. It's really small space. More I don't know how my tongue find right place to move in.
Mm.
So I'm gonna be, if someone asks me, whoever comments, I'm gonna be, this is my moment to fly away.
Yeah.
Are you
Totally.
ready? And I settle down on a sofa. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm here today. My customer, I'm Tim, my family, and this fit of my shirt stands for a worst of some blah blah blah. I can be really chatty. I'm being chatty
Very
right now.
detailed.
Yeah, 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 that's actually that's the whole point of my YouTube channel, because it'll be much nicer to earn money while being chatty. Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
It's a win-win
Yeah, I
situation.
mean situation. I can be as chatty as I want to be,
Mm-hmm.
and the money. Well, I'm
Yeah.
earning money at all at the moment. Maybe one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My subscribers, it's 8 people,
Mm-hmm.
and but all composed of my acquaintance. Sad. Yeah, I don't know. My friends, my
But
girlfriend, and you. You
mm,
subscribed?
yeah.
Yeah, my you and some other my best friends and acquaintance. Yeah, that's all. I don't know. If it's kind of funny, and it's gonna be humiliating me, humiliating myself a lot. But I can't resist. I can't help myself but to say this. I I have been on live stream twice, and the first trial was really fatal. It ended up in a tragic tragic
Mm-hmm.
failure. I know for your information, subscribers, I forgot. I don't know. I didn't forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't know how to exactly accurately set the audio, the audio setup, and after the whole an hour no whole 1 hour what after relax, Jonathan. After the whole 1.5 hours later, I found out the first video wasn't involved the audio. So I was like, post. I post, and I thought, okay, it's fine because my recording program definitely recorded the video, of course, because that's exactly how recording program works. But I didn't know recording program always works when I push the record button on it. It was an AI record video app. If AI video app, if I just start in a radio, in a live show, and the AI app just would notice, oh my master started live show, and I'm gonna record this video right now from now on. But it didn't. It wasn't just. It wasn't a no smart AI record program. So I ended up in a I don't know. What was the word? Emotional, emotional, emotion. I just remembered the word. Emotional, like end, like a catastrophe. Do you know it?
It's a catastrophe. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the word ends with mise, mise. Do,
Demise.
a demise, what? Can you spell it?
DEMISE.
DEMISE. Yeah, demise. Yeah, I ended up in in an emotional demise. I do, you know, I got, it just, I got really upset. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where I go, but I didn't have to go anywhere. I needed to stay in my flat. But I just, I feel like I was gonna explode. All guilty feeling looping around in my head, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go, and I didn't know how cope with this tragic accident. And my fabulous guest, Jessy, told me, oh, there's always teething issues. Yeah, and I thought, yeah, fuck no. What it, yeah, it's what it is. Thank you for
That's
your
what it
wisdom.
is. Yep. Such wisdom.
Yeah, really, really big me. Yeah, have you ever been, have you ever felt or experienced that kind of, teething issues in your life?
When I was younger, I wrote a script and the computer didn't save. I thought it saved, it didn't save.
So, did you make sure you pushed the save button?
I thought I had pressed the save button. I went to load it up and it was just a blank
Oh my
Word
god!
document.
Oh my god! I just imagined you were little Jessy in my
Mhm.
in my eyes. I can see little Jessy in my eyes. And there's a Jessy, little Jessy, tiny Jessy seems really excited to see her first script and click the script and just white screen came out of nowhere and just stuck like how did you cope?
I think I burst into tears and just was like, Mom, what have I done? My masterpiece.
Masterpiece. It was masterpiece.
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. Of course, everything we make is masterpiece.
Of
Masterpiece. Yeah,
course.
of course. What was the about? What was the masterpiece about?
I don't even remember. It
Mm,
was like
it was
20 years ago now. But
it was novel. Can you remember
it was a
the
like a script for a TV show.
ah yeah the real script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, which in speaking of script,
Hmm.
my producer is the best human being in the world, which is my girlfriend, and always, advises loads of wisdoms, the right thing, the right attitude required in my, I don't know, YouTube channel, my ordinary life, or just rare, uh, you know, I don't know, making decisions. Every time I make, when it comes to pool decision making, she always, straighten me. So, we made this question helper, and I
Yeah.
and I said, "Oh, this is our script," and and my producer was against my expression of saying script. It wasn't script. It was description. It's not even a description. It's just a just hold the holds of letters. Yes, after that, after you know some couple of days later, I asked my British friend living in Daejeon, where I live in, is that what do you think about this the hold? So should I say hold or holds? Hold, or is it grammatically correct? Pardon? I can hear you. I'm sorry.
It's correct.
It's correct. Hold,
Mm.
holds,
Holds, I think.
hold.
Mm.
Mm. I asked the British guy living in Daejeon where I live in. about the horde of letters, and the guy confirmed, ah, yeah, I can imitate kind of I can kind of imitate him. Ah, that question helper. That's how it's confirmed to be question helper.
Hmm.
Yeah, QH question helper. Yeah,
A very important job title.
yeah, question helper. Yeah, so yes, I think if I learn more about the editing skill for my YouTube video, I think you and I, the video involving you and I is gonna be the first video of my channel, perhaps. Maybe the first thing would be my introduction video, which I haven't recorded yet. I've
Good
got a
job.
script. I've got a script. It's script.
Yeah.
But the whole 2.5 page length, really
Hmm.
long, really long.
Can do
And
it.
yeah, it featured every information about my channel, the whole story of how I make my English name, all Jonathan TMI.
Hmm.
Yes, and I think it's enough for our live and my YouTube. So whatever, let's fuck YouTube. Let's talk about just you, just as a friends to friend. It's
Okay.
no auto record. I'm gonna stop record. We're still being broadcasted, remember, but not being made edit to video.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop the video. So, before I end the live, if I end the live, please say goodbye to my subscribers who are not watching.
Bye, subscribers.
Excellent. Bye bye, subscribers.